you guys. We are in Bethlehem in a beautiful rainy day, but I am here at the Three Arches Bethlehem store I've been coming to for a very long time. Actually, a lot of you have been here with me, but today I am with the owner, my hair Canawati, if I'm saying that right. I can never speak a foreign language.
You can for sure.
He's the owner of this store and also a very entrepreneur type guy. He's got a lot of thoughts and ideas, but I want you to tell a little bit about yourself, your family, and things like that. Tell people who you are first and the
yes, my name is Maher Canawati. We've been living in Bethlehem since the 16th century. We have started with transporting pilgrims from Jerusalem to the city of Bethlehem on camels and on donkeys, and that's how we started to be in touch with tourists and people who are coming to do their pilgrimage. And then, year after year, we started trying to produce something for the tourists to get something back home as a souvenir or a keepsake from the Holy Land. And then, we started with the olive wood and then the mother of pearl. We have a beautiful selection of olive wood in this section.
Yes.
And we still have the workshop for the olive wood. And we have a smaller workshop in the shop. So people can see and how we can actually do it. Because a lot of people say and most of the olive trees in the country are very old. So we get the wood from pruning the trees.
Oh, from like clipping the branches?
Exactly. And the pruning season is between the month end of November and then to January.
Okay.
And, we only cut off the trees. Usually we don't cut it off. We try to reopening roads or when we are building streets, building buildings.
You're taking trees that are already going to be discarded anyway.
Exactly.
I love that.
But before we even work on them, we try to replant them somewhere else.
That's nice.
And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't work.
Right, we have a lot of trees like that in Arizona, the mesquite wood and the creosote bush. You can't replant it. So the people build homes and they're dead. So I love that because you're really preserving the olive tree.
For sure. Some of the trees can date up to 5,000 years.
And I think it's really important for people to understand that. He's not out chopping. I love that because you're like the PETA of olive wood. You're protecting the olive wood.
For
really,
sure.
I like that,
we are very attached to the olive tree and we try to keep as many olive trees as possible. Because the olive tree, we take the olives and we drink and use the olive oil, and these are very dear to us, and we love the olive tree.
Skincare, medicine. But I have to tell you something. Reason why I love this shop. There's lots of shops all over Israel. This is the shop, and I've told you that before. If you guys just see the different in quality of his work, and which you taught me. How to look, because people just buy something from a guy in the back of his car at the garden too. I'm just telling you. But here, you taught me years ago what to look for in a nice piece of wood and the different names. That's something in itself that when you come here, every one of his staff will teach you and point out different things. That I really did learn a lot about olive wood. When I got home and I realized I had a bunch of junk olive wood until I got pieces from here. And people that come into my home, they know. The eye of the good pieces really does stick out, and that is why I love your shop, because every piece is extremely beautiful. You know?
Yeah, we try to rebuild and to recreate the Bible, our pieces too. Not only the detailing and the workmanship and the artistic work on it. Also, we try to recreate biblical stories.
You know what? We did not talk about this earlier. I want to point out something that I think is very fascinating. So something that I learned from you probably 10 years ago, is that, remember how you always see the Last Supper and you see the tablecloth with the folded lines and you see a big piece of fat bread and the way the disciples, you have made a point in which I'll show you some pictures of that, of what the real table of a first century Shabbat or Passover, just a regular dinner table, the seating positions, how they would be seated, who would be seating where. And that makes a difference in the whole story of Jesus, because where you see where Judas was sitting and where John was sitting. It's very interesting, which we'll show you. But and I really appreciate you doing that instead of just you told the truth.
Yeah, you know, we try to make the Bible as close as possible to people.
And your nativities are caves.
You know,
that's another thing that's awesome.
Oh yes, definitely. You know, we had one of your customers for M1 Bank.
Right.
This huge trunk of wood that they purchased from here. Over 4,000 years of age.
It's beautiful.
And it's been a great 4,000 years of age.
It's beautiful.
And it's been a great blessing for us and for the bank. And we will show you some of those pictures.
I would love that.
For the Last Supper, I have a teaching about the Last Supper set up.
Right.
On the triclinium table on the website. You can also use that to show people.
And go to his website because it's full of wonder. It is. It's full of. I mean, you know, I'm a groupie. I tell you that all the time. But his website, and you can follow him on several other things.
Yes.
But it really is teaching. But that's why I say I love the teaching of the Last Supper table, and it does blow people's minds when they come home. And the fact, going back to the cave, we always look at the Western view of a manger. It's not a manger, which we'll talk about later today when we go to Shepherdsville.
Yes.
But I'm so thankful that you do that. You know, it's beautiful.
You know, we try our best to do things that are meaningful to people, and as you can see now that we also have a lot of jewelry that we are trying to connect with the Bible, and also to tell the whole story about the jewelry pieces like the Jerusalem cross.
Right.
You know, the Jerusalem cross is the oldest cross used in the Holy Land.
Right.
And it means that the spread of Christianity from the Jerusalem, the old city of Jerusalem, to the whole world. And we have produced a Jerusalem cross that, you know, you can actually turn it into four corners of the world. And
well, something about that, it comes in all different stones. So if you want just something little, or you want diamonds and anything. But something interesting about you, not only do you own a store, you have a lot of degrees, economics, business, and also probably your pride and joy is your geology.
Yes.
Am I saying that correct?
It's gemology.
Gemology.
Yes.
And that's why you have such a heart for this. And also you did this, is it King Solomon jewelry or something?
The King Solomon ring.
I mean, the things are, you won't find them anywhere else. Those are his specialty things. And a lot of people do buy those necklaces because you can wear them open or closed.
Yes.
You know, I have one actually.
Yeah, they're beautiful. And also we try to have products available for everyone.
I love
Not only for the rich or for the poor, but for those who cannot afford to buy things, we have enough items for them to take back home.
Well, you have Bethlehem spatulas. You have, you have little
That's
things.
your favorite, huh?
I don't cook, so probably not. But you sell all kinds of things that are vast range.
Yes.
You can buy a little olive wood Bible, or you can buy a big olive wood tree trunk.
Yes.
Whatever you want to do. Yes.
From $1 up to $100,000.
Correct. Yeah. Yes. So, well, first of all, something I forgot to ask you. So you're married to a gorgeous woman. He's a good-looking guy himself, but his wife is actually equal. They're like Barbie and Ken of Bethlehem. So, and so you have children too.
I have 4 kids.
Wow.
Yeah, my oldest is almost 17 years old, and my youngest today is turning 8.
Oh, happy
so she's a leap year kid.
That's amazing. So
yes.
She's actually only 4.
She's only 2.
Oh, 2. That's Don't tell her that. She
No, I won't.
Like it. Yeah, that's actually, I love that. So you have a boy, girl, and
boy, girl. Yes.
Okay, he's making me sick. He's perfect and everything.
I have Nicholas, Doris, Giorgio, and Karina.
The beautiful names,
yes,
too.
Yes.
So is the older one starting to work in the store at all?
I hope so. You know, I'm trying to teach them what my father and my grandfather taught us how to do things and what to do it. It is generations of hard work and generations of love and generations of keeping it very strong in the city of Bethlehem and very attachment to the city.
And not only that, I think being a Christian in Bethlehem today is probably harder than it was 10 and 20 years ago, right?
You know, we are really blessed in Bethlehem. To be honest with you, the Christian community, even though we're only 25% more or less, but we're very much blessed, protected by everyone.
That is wonderful.
And of course, God is protecting us here, keeping us here. We are the living stones of this nation, and we can only thank the Lord for all the blessings that He has given to us.
I love that. And also, were you mayor?
No, actually, I'm for the second time council member.
Oh, council member. I knew it was something like
I
that.
almost became the mayor of Bethlehem.
You did, okay.
Judas betrayed me.
Judas,
I'm
Judas,
so yeah, I
Judas.
know, and it's his name is Judas.
Yeah, I
his
believe.
name is Judas.
I heard somebody told
Yes,
David.
yes, David did, huh?
Yeah.
So, but I think God has a bigger plan for me.
Oh, 100%. Because you started
yes.
the big Christmas festival.
Yes.
So tell a little bit about that.
Well,
too.
in the year 2012, I wanted to do something very special, and I wanted to do something big, to make everyone from all over the world to come and celebrate Christmas
Love
their way.
that.
So we had over 70,000 people in 1 week attending that
serious?
celebration. And we're trying to keep that every year to make big celebrations in the city of Bethlehem.
That is beautiful.
Yes.
His mind, I don't know how you do it, because you just think of all these
It's
wonderful
just a
things.
blessing.
So, like, you decorate and you do all this.
Yeah, my dad used to decorate the whole city
Right?
for some years, but now I'm helping as a council member.
Right.
Helping to make Bethlehem
I
nice
love
for
that.
Christmas, for decorations.
Keep up the
and all-
tradition
exactly.
and maybe make people more excited about coming.
Exactly.
Oh, that is wonderful. So another thing about you loving your jewelry is that
Yeah.
your love is, what's your favorite thing that you love to design, or what's your favorite piece of jewelry?
My favorite piece of jewelry was designing actually the Jerusalem cross.
Right.
To make it, the one that opens up.
Right.
And the other one is the King Solomon ring. I enjoyed producing.
beautiful.
And this too shall pass.
Right.
It gives more. It's deep. It's a deep message
It is.
for those who are blessed, and it's a deep message for those who are not blessed.
Correct.
Reminding us of all things come through Christ.
That's right.
And that we have to, because everything shall pass.
Everything shall pass, that's
and only one thing does not pass is
Right.
kingdom of
That's
heavens.
right. Oh, I
and
love
that's
that. That's
exactly
awesome.
what I try to
Preach it here in
Yes, I
Bethlehem.
always try to do that,
Oh.
and it's a great blessing for me, and it makes my heart really go.
I love that.
And
your kids are blessed to have that.
yes, we are all blessed.
So I know you're very popular, and you have a lot of famous people that love you and your fans, like Perry Stone, and I can't even tell you everybody. So what are some of your Ark of the Covenant?
Yes.
Tell a little bit about that. 'Cause
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yes, this is probably the only Ark of the Covenant that was produced according to the Book of Exodus.
Beautiful.
And Dr. Perry Stone, he's a family to us.
He is. I know. that.
And he has been supporting Christians in the Holy Land for decades, giving money, sending money to people
Right.
here,
Oh, I love
to
that.
organizations,
Right.
and every year, sometimes twice. And last year was a big amount that he gave the people of Bethlehem. We
Right.
appreciate him and we love him so much. When he saw the Ark of the Covenant,
Right.
we had a small teaching about it.
Right.
He was asking all kinds of questions. We use the gopher wood, which is acacia wood.
Right.
The acacia wood is amazing wood, that the only wood that termites cannot go
That's
through.
Right.
We're covering it with 24 karat gold.
Right. Oh, you really
This is
did?
not color of the gold, and this is not 23.5 karat gold. It's 24.
This is right here?
This is right here.
That's cra-
Is
okay.
24 karat gold,
Wow.
and it's still not finished.
That is
Because
beautiful.
it's taking so much time, and with the gold prices going up,
can't
we wanted
imagine.
to sell that at $80,000, but I don't think we can sell it less than
there's-
$150,000.
Yeah, that's just
Yes.
very special collector.
Yes.
But I don't even know if I'd sell it. You have millions of people come through.
I
here,
know,
they'll see
I
that.
know. We always produce something. We have
Right.
produced the Old City of Jerusalem,
Right.
explaining all about it, the ins and outs, how it was when Jesus
Which
was
I'll
here.
show you too, 'cause it's
exactly. And also we have talked about a lot of things from the Bible and about history,
Right.
and about also the Ark of the Covenant. The
They'll tell us,
dimensions,
yeah.
the dimensions of the Ark of the Covenant, they're also from the Book of Exodus. Staff of Aaron from the almond tree
Right.
that should bud. We have put also the pot of manna. We don't know how the manna looked like, but
Right.
you
They say it was kind of like
it's like
cottage cheese.
exactly
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
but
you
we're
never know.
trying to do things as close as possible to the original
Accurate.
and directions by the Lord.
Because that's a teaching for people that can't visualize. They can
Yes.
actually visualize it.
Exactly,
Here,
exactly, and how heavy it was, and how it's believed to be 1 ton, as per the
Just
Bible.
4 men carried that.
Yes, exactly. So it's impossible for
see why
any
they
4
had
men
it.
to do that. But I think God was holding.
No, I agree with
because
you.
it's the presence of the Lord.
I
It's
think so.
it's more than tons,
Yeah.
but it's the presence of the Lord. So. It's an amazing piece of art. We love what we do here.
I do
We always
too.
try to do things people don't even think about doing.
Well, you also have icons.
Yes, we do.
We have some of the most beautiful old icons I've
Yes.
ever seen.
You know, we just completed the icon of Our Lady of Bethlehem, the Smiling Mother.
Oh my goodness.
Exactly same size as the one at the Church of the Nativity.
Right?
Yeah, we produced the one 3 years ago.
Great.
My cousin bought it. He lives. His name is Chuy
That's
Jesus
cute. That's cute.
from Honduras.
Right.
You know, they live in Honduras.
Right.
They moved in the 1940s,
Right.
and they're still living now there. So when he saw it, he said, "No, I need to
I have
get
to have
Bethlehem to Honduras." So he got it, and he's gonna put it in his house.
I love that.
And now we have another one now
Right.
produced. I would love to show it to
Okay.
you. So we're always trying to do things new, things that other people don't.
And talking about that, he just showed me something that will blow. That's why you just have to come to Israel just to
Yes.
come here. This will blow my mind. Nobody else has this anywhere.
Yes, and the whole country.
I'm gonna let you talk.
Not
about
in
it.
Israel, not in Palestine.
Nowhere.
From the north to the east to the west to the
No.
south.
And it's beautiful.
It is beautiful. You
Beautiful.
know, I wanted to do something new because a lot of people opening souvenir shops,
Right.
and we have a lot of souvenir shops in Bethlehem. So I said, I want to do something new. I was trying to study what
Right.
would people want to buy here or would buy here. So I came up with the leather jacket idea.
And they're gorgeous.
And you will see that now with the
like
fashion
leather.
show. They're Italian leather.
They're crazy.
They're
I've
Italian.
never seen jackets like this.
I tell you why.
I felt like it
Because
was just
I
like-
am buying the raw material from Italy.
Oh,
Why Italy? Because the only country that slaughter the lamb in between the age of 3 months and 5 months is Italy and some other
Right.
European countries. And
Right.
that's why we have thin
Oh, it's
and
beautiful.
very good leather.
Right.
Because in other countries, Islamic and Arab countries, they slaughter between 10 and 12 months, the
That
leather
makes
becomes
sense 'cause-
thicker.
Yes.
So we have
And
the
that's
best.
what makes the difference.
Exactly, that makes a difference, and that's when you touched
I mean,
it,
they
you
are like
felt
baby.
it's like
They're
butter.
like,
It's
like
baby.
a newborn baby. I almost
Exactly.
feel like I'm touching a newborn
Exactly,
baby.
exactly.
And they're lightweight, but they're still warm enough. That's what I
Exactly.
loved about it. It's not
Yes.
some heavy.
Yes.
You know, if you're from Arizona, you don't want a
That's-
heavy jacket.
Yes.
So this would be beautiful for
Exactly,
everybody.
exactly,
Yes.
exactly.
Oh, wow.
And of course, we're producing those under our name. It's I call the brand GC, which is Giorgio Canawati, after my son number 3.
So he has to go into the the business. He doesn't have a choice.
Yes,
His name's
no
everywhere.
choice
There's no
for
choice.
any
He's
of them.
signed up.
For the
There's no-
daughters too.
yes,
Hopefully
yes.
they will
We gotta
also.
we got to think of something for him to do with their name on it. So,
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. So this is what we're trying to do. I also in the brand name there is a cross and there is a Star of Bethlehem. So I made
Beautiful.
sure that the Christian presence in the
Everyone,
sign.
whether they're believe it or not, is going to be wearing a cross and,
And
the Star of Bethlehem. That's like really, you're putting a cross.
Yes.
That's like you're blessing them without them even knowing it.
Exactly.
So you've done all this legacy. So your mind's always working because you have all this education, you have all this
Yes.
experience, you have all this love and passion. What's the next thing you're thinking of, or what is it you're like? I mean, something you've never even told anybody. Like, what's something you're going? Maybe I'll get into, or what's your passion, or
Yes. I think God. It's not. I know that God is always taking me to places, making me do things.
I love that.
And I think.
And you hear him and you
Yes,
you
I do.
obey.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
And with the blessings of the Lord and my parents,
Right.
because I think without parents' blessing, nothing
agree.
will happen.
Right.
And I do have both of my parents' blessing, and
love
I'm
that.
blessed for that. And I think very soon we will have a hotel in
See?
Bethlehem.
This is what I'm
So-
talking about.
and-
Entrepreneur extraordinaire.
And the name of the hotel is going to be King David Bethlehem Hotel.
Oh, I love that.
So I already have also the name for the hotel, because we are now located on King David's.
Where he was born.
Yeah, exactly, King David's mountain.
'Cause
This is
isn't it
King David
Malachi
Mountain.
that says, "For such a king will be born in Bethlehem."
Yes.
Is it Malachi? I'm not sure, but I think it's some. Is it right or? I think so.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
I'm
Maybe
not
you
sure.
might know,
Yes.
But anyway, the point is that the Bible says that
Yes.
a king will be
Of
born.
course.
Here, which 2 kings were born here. But,
Yes.
You know,
All-
David
all
and
kings.
Jesus. Yeah,
Yes.
that's right. You're the king. The king of Bethlehem.
I'm blessed.
So I think that is wonderful. I wish.
Yeah.
Well, then we'll have to bring our group and stay here.
Please.
Because
Yes.
that would be fun
I
too,
know.
to have them be here a night or 2 nights. you know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
definitely. 200 meters away from the Church of the Nativity. Actually, from the top
Wonderful.
building, you will see the Church of the Nativity.
Oh,
So it's going to be a great hotel. God willing, we will be starting in June or
Right.
July.
Well, keep
building.
up on that so
Yes,
we can make sure
definitely.
we're part of that.
Yes, please.
Well, I want to say thank you.
Thank
And
you.
You have so many great teaching. And people need to spend days here
Oh, yeah.
to get all, like you were talking one time about, just about everything. When you come,
Yes.
he gives a little introduction and teaching, but you can always ask any of his
Yes.
staff or him anything. You won't believe the stories and the meanings behind things. You
Yes.
don't realize until you hear you
Yes.
talk about it.
Correct.
Oh, you are such a sweet man.
Thank you
I
for all the
appreciate
blessings,
you.
for all these years that you're bringing people.
But you bless my group. They feel loved when they leave here.
I'm
They
glad.
really do.
I'm glad they do. And also, really, for us, it's very important that people come into Bethlehem.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of, unfortunately, a lot of Americans, especially Americans,
Right.
don't make it to Bethlehem.
Oh, that's-
They stay in Jerusalem,
Really?
and they think it's unsafe.
Oh, I love it here.
I know, that's what you need to tell people
Yes.
about, and it is a great blessing for the Christians.
Mm-hmm.
When you come into Bethlehem, not only by just buying from here, it's
you support.
exactly. It's like we Christians care about the Christians in Bethlehem.
Right.
We care about holy sites,
Right.
and that's a big statement
I
for
love
us,
that.
and a big support for the Christian community to stay here in Bethlehem.
Well, when you come to Bethlehem, you feel there's some kind of connection. You do feel like the stories of the Bible,
Yes,
Luke and Matthew,
yes.
come alive. You can
Yes.
feel it. And
I don't understand those who come to the Holy Land and don't make it to Bethlehem. How?
That's where it all started.
I know.
You know, and it's just like you
Yeah.
can feel it when you're here.
Yes.
You could feel that this is where the beginning
Amen.
started.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much. You're
Thank
such
you.
a sweet
Thank
guy.
you.
I love you so much.
God bless you.
and
Thank you for
my
everything.
group will be here because
Yes.
this is the only place I come.
Yes.
Anyway, thank you and blessings to your beautiful
God bless
family
you.
too.
Thank you
so
very much. God
Thank
bless you and see you
too.
soon again.
See you soon.
Okay.